Alright guys, here it is. The video I really wanted to make, but also didn't want to make a life update video. I want to tell you what I've been doing for the last like 6-7 months since I left YouTube and what my next steps are. And I hesitated making this and I started making it like 5 different times because I was kind of confused. If you're new to this channel and don't know what I'm talking about, hi, I'm Lostshmi and I ran a travel YouTube channel and then I quit and then I unquit and here we are. Okay, so first of all, what happened during my YouTube gap? I actually continued traveling with Khadija. Hopefully you guys remember her. She's an Egyptian hitchhiker traveling from Cairo all the way down to Cape Town. And she and me and Maheen all met in Sudan and traveled together for some time. You all know Maheen. I think most of you came to my channel from his channel. After Sudan, we parted ways. So I get this question a lot, why did Maheen and I stop traveling together? I know many of you came to my channel from his channel, so I'll answer this. The intent from the beginning was never to like travel together forever. And we actually have like very different travel styles in many ways. While we both do like hitchhiking and traveling to off beaten path places and random villages and things like that, I like to do a whole variety of activities in countries, and I'll go to places that may be considered like tourist attractions, but if it's something that I consider cool, I want to go see it. So you might notice a difference in the content that I have on Ethiopia versus the content that he had in Ethiopia. So basically, I continued traveling even after quitting YouTube, and I continued posting short form videos on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. In Ethiopia, Khadija and I hitchhiked to a random city called Debark, and then we hiked to the summit of the Simian Mountains, Ras Dashen, and we went to the Danakil Depression, which is the most insane natural landscape I've ever seen, and we hung out with the Afar nomads there, and we went to Harar, and look, I almost made out with a hyena. I'll be honest, one reason why I specifically left YouTube is because I never felt like I found my voice on this platform. I didn't feel like people were here for me, since most people came from Maheen's channel to my channel. I didn't feel like it was my community and that people were here for like me or my content. So I just never felt great about this channel, and I had this insecurity. And editing a YouTube video, like a full YouTube video, takes up a lot of time, and then also you need to film horizontally and all of this stuff, and it was like difficult to manage all of the different things. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna put YouTube on the back burner. I felt like keeping this channel was like stressing me out, and I was insecure about it, and the effort just wasn't worth it. Yeah. Now, beyond YouTube, I've been struggling with some life decisions in general. And, you know, I've been struggling with where I see myself in the future. While I chose this life and I love the time I've spent as a traveling nomad, there are some things about it that are just not great. A big one is that it feels kind of impossible to start or maintain a relationship with this lifestyle for obvious reasons. Like, frankly, I'm not dating. And I feel okay about it because I'm not somebody that's ever felt unhappy alone. Like, I feel pretty good alone, but I'm 33 and I'm a woman. I think like my entire audience on YouTube is male. So I don't know if anybody can relate, but I'll keep talking. You know, I think I had given up on relationships for various reasons, and I was happy single, didn't feel alone. You know, there's times when I've really fallen for somebody, but otherwise, I'm not somebody that gets themselves into a relationship for the sake of having a relationship. I'm just not. At the same time, there's a big part of me that is curious about what the experience of being a parent would be like. It is a fundamental human experience, I think. Not something that everyone needs to have by any means, but part of me is like, well, why not? But obviously, I'm single, so I need to be able to maintain a relationship to have that. You know, men definitely have their own struggles in life, but the cosmic injustice of just having this like deadline as a woman, having, you know, this shorter amount of time to figure things out really, really frustrates me. But, you know, life is not fair. So it's something you just have to accept and work around it. So I had given myself this deadline, this imaginary deadline of when I would have to figure things out, you know, find some sort of direction, new opportunity or whatever. But then this artificial deadline came and went and I hadn't figured it out. And when you're not sure what to do or what you want, then freedom can be really daunting. It can be scary. There's so many directions you can go in, and you have to pick one and just let go of the others. And this can be hard, especially for someone who's like really indecisive like I am. This is hard. This is so hard. But sometimes you just have to pick something and go with it, even if it doesn't make like 100% sense. Because even if, you know, I'm paralyzed by indecision, time continues on. Life goes on. And all of this left me feeling anxious and stuck in my own head. When I reflect back on last year, there was a lot of time where I was not fully present in the moment, and I was constantly like questioning myself and my choices and what I should be doing. It was unhealthy, and it was all very new to me because I'm not an anxious person at all. And when I think back on it, I had to laugh a little bit because I know it was all in my own head, like I was doing it to myself. But fear of the unknown is a powerful thing. I think you can either face uncertainty with fear, or you can embrace it and get excited about it. You know, if everything was certain, that's boring. So it's exciting. I don't know what's in store for my life, but I'm excited about it. And I'm going to trust myself to make the right choices. It's important to remember not to take things too seriously, to trust yourself and your own choices, and to be excited about life, not afraid of making the wrong choice. But what's most important, I think, is that I'm staying true to myself in whatever choices I make. I had this feeling at some point like I hadn't achieved what I wanted to achieve, and so maybe it's time for me to go back to my old life, the like 9-to-5 engineer life. But at this very moment in time, I also don't feel like it would be true to myself. At the same time, there are things about being a nomad that make life difficult. I really miss having routines, and everything is a decision. Like, it's just an endless string of decisions. You know, where am I gonna sleep? What am I gonna eat? Where am I gonna do my laundry? Where am I gonna go next? So many different things. And I'm indecisive. So at a certain point, you kind of hit like decision fatigue. So I think the compromise I'm going to make is I'm going to be searching for I'm going to be searching for a base in the coming months. A place that I can have adventures from, so I'm not like a complete nomad. And then I'm just going to see how it goes from there. Now, in the meantime, let me tell you where I am. I'm in Guatemala. It's a tiny country in Central America, but it's got a whole lot to explore. I actually just came back from the most incredible hike of my life. Check out some of these clips. There's a volcano erupting behind us. And we're at the top of Acapulco. So my month of January will be in this part of the world, and expect videos from this part of the world. Volcanoes, jungle, Latin American culture. I'm definitely happy to be back on YouTube because I missed making these videos. But also this channel is a little bit of a mess right now because like there's a huge gap in uploads, and but I think what you can expect is videos on my current travels and adventures and life, and every once in a while a video from like a blast from the past. So a video about my past adventures from that gap that I took, and a lot happened. Like if you have any thoughts, feedback, comments, leave a comment, like, subscribe. All of this helps support my work. And yeah, thank you guys for all being here, and thank you to all of you who sent me many kind messages when I left and told me that you were inspired by my videos, that you learned something from them. You know, I hope when you come to this channel that's what happens. This was a hard video to make because it's difficult to talk about your insecurities, indecision, but hopefully it's relatable to some people, or helpful, or at least informative in case you were curious about what happened to Lostshmi. Please be kind in the comments because this is difficult to talk about on the internet publicly. So yeah, I don't know, but thank you for watching if you did. Hope you have a great day wherever you are. Bye guys.